I have just completed the final expansion of Final Fantasy 16 and here are my thoughts. Starting with the story. The story mode revolves around Leviathan and its dominant. I won't talk too much about the story, but I personally think it's beautiful. It reveals a lot of background information about why the Leviathan was absent for so long. You can complete the story in around 3 hours if you strictly follow the main quest, perhaps even a bit faster. For the side quests you can add another 3 to 4 hours, so overall around 7 hours excluding the Kairos gate. The reason it took me 3 hours to complete is because I was struggling a lot with the final icon Leviathan boss. That boss fight is no joke. Overall, the difficulty of the expansion is a lot higher. I was level 52 and the overall level of the enemies was level 50, but still I found that this expansion is way harder than X of the Falling. World and boss design in this DLC is truly amazing, like some places are truly a piece of art, especially the part where you are near the surge and you can see how detailed the waves and drops of water are. Also the world design is truly beautiful, you see everywhere waterfalls with lovely greenery, chef kiss for the makers of this. And the icon boss fight itself, it is also a true masterpiece. The way they have made the final stage is really a treat for the eye. Gameplay wise, the biggest change is obviously the addition of the Leviathan abilities. The Leviathan abilities are more range bound abilities. You can shoot Leviathan water bullets to enemies and there is a shotgun mode and a fast paced gun mode. The abilities are pretty OP as you can shoot from a range, but you also have a special dodge. So if you play the range game well, you can be very OP with the Leviathan. But the next part is going to be a very big spoiler, so be aware, because the Leviathan abilities are not the only abilities that you get in this DLC, because you also get Ultima's power. After completing the main story, you can visit Ultima and he gives you his power. That is the part of the trailer where you see that Clive gets the Ultima wings, so that is the true vassal form of Clive. Clive can attack with the wings and he has a special ability which shoots lasers from the ground. It is really cool to play with Ultima's abilities. I would recommend using those at all times. There are also a lot of new items in this expansion as in accessories. For example, there is now a new accessory for the Phoenix ship which increases the speed and damage, and other accessory is for Garuda, but basically for every icon there's a new accessory. Some of these new items you will find pretty easily when you're doing the main story, but for some you have to do a bit of exploration. There's also a lot of new endgame content with the Kairos gate. There are 20 circles and for each circle you also get new special items. I haven't completed all 20 yet, but I'm really enjoying the challenges so far. Overall, I will definitely recommend this expansion. I would recommend the DLC just for the story in itself, but in addition to that, considering the way the gameplay has improved so much with the new Leviathan and Ultima abilities, and the endgame content with the Kairos gate, I feel we are really getting spoiled by the developers. I mean, how much more do we want? For me, this DLC gets a 9. It does not get better than this. Let me know in the comments if you're getting the DLC.